Something that you're going to do a lot of in any programming language is working with text. And so there'll be all kinds of different things that you need to do with text values, such as checking that an email address is valid, checking certain strings or checking bodies of text to see if it contains certain characters or certain words, converting things from uppercase to lowercase. I'm sure you get the idea. Now, because that is done so often, it wouldn't make sense for every developer to go and create their own tools, their own functions which did this for you. So what Go provides is a strings package which contains a lot of the functions for doing tasks which you'll find yourself doing over and over again. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the common things that we can do with the strings package. So here in my main.go, just a little bit of setup here. First of all, we're going to work with this email address. You can say I'm importing the format package and the strings package. And initially, I'm just going to check three things. I'm going to check that a string or a body of text contains a certain character or words. We can do that. And then we'll check if it starts with a particular set of characters and also if it ends with a particular set of characters. So we'll use this, we'll use println, and then we'll put our check inside of println. So first of all, let's check for an @ symbol inside the email. We can do that with strings, and we'll say contains. The first argument will be the string, so that will be the email. The second will be the substring, so what are we actually looking for? And that will be the @ symbol. And if we go and have a look at contains, you'll see that this will return a boolean, true or false. Does it contain that character? And then we'll do starts with. That can be done with HasPrefix. So here we're going to check using HasPrefix. Does the email start with Alice? So again, that should return true. And then we can check what the string ends with. So this one ends with .com. We can check with HasSuffix. So very similar, these two. HasPrefix checks the start of the string. Is this what the string starts with? HasSuffix checks the end of the string. And so there we're checking, does email end in .com? So we should see three trues for this. So go run main.go contains @ starts with Alice, ends with .com. Okay, next let's transform a string. So as you can see here, we have a name variable and we have a name of Sarah, but if you'll notice, we have some empty spaces before the name, some empty spaces afterwards, which we'd like to trim, and we'd also like to convert that then to uppercase. So first of all, we're going to trim the space, then we're going to convert it to upper. So each of these is returning the new converted value. And then what we'll do is we'll take the cleaned value and convert it to lower. So let's try these out. Let's print out these variables. So we'll print cleaned, then upper, and then lower. Let's see what this looks like. So cleaned removes the space, upper then takes that cleaned version, converts it to uppercase, lower takes the cleaned version and converts it all to lowercase. Okay, here's another one which transforms a string. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this string, hello Bob, 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 and what we're going to do is we're going to replace the word Bob with the word John. And so we're going to use the strings.Replace function. So let's go and see what this says. So we take the string, that will be the first argument. What is the old word, or what is the old section of characters which you want to replace? What do you want to replace it with? So these are both going to be strings, so we only need to put the type declaration in there once. And then how many instances of that do you want to change? So originally we're just going to say 1. And so what that will do is it will just replace that first instance. So when we go and print this out, we should see hello John, Bob, Bob. So let's just go and check that. Go run main.go replaced one. Hello, John, Bob, Bob. So if we change this to 2, you'll see that we should then see hello, John, John, Bob, because we've replaced the first 2 instances. Okay, so hello, John, John, Bob. Now, it might be a long string and you might not want to count how many instances you have. So instead of saying replace 3 here, what you can do, if you want to replace all, just put -1, and then when we run that, you'll see by using -1, it will just find all instances and replace all. Okay, now you've seen some of the things that you can do with the strings package. Time for a little challenge. Write a program that processes a string using at least 3 different strings functions. For example, trim any extra spaces, check whether it ends in .txt, convert it to uppercase. So use any of the things that I've just shown you there really. Choose any string you like, print the results of each step, and make sure you use at least 3 different string functions, and then run it with go run main.go. Alright, now you may have used any of the things that I've shown you there, so your solution is likely different than mine, but these are the ones I'm going to use. I'm going to use one transformative. I'm going to trim the space from this string report.text. As you can see, it has blank spaces either side. Then I'm going to check, does it has the suffix .txt, i.e. does it end in .txt, and that will return me a boolean. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that trimmed string and convert it to uppercase. So let's print these out. Trimmed version is report.text. Does it end in .txt? That comes back as true. Yes, it does. And then when we convert it to uppercase, we see all uppercase report.txt. Alright, so a gentle introduction to strings there, just showing you some of the more common things that you might use it for, but the strings package is fairly vast and fairly comprehensive. It does a lot more things than what I've just shown you, and so whenever you're thinking, well, I'd like to convert this string, or I'd like to check this string to see if it's an email or whatever, always have a look, see what the strings package can do for you. Might have something which will do it out of the box, might have some functionality where you'll have to add a little bit of your own functionality but build on what it can do for you. But you know it's there. Hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure you give the video a like and sure you subscribed if you want to see more Go Bytes. And if you want to read the text version of this lesson, or you want to see how you can subscribe to my mailing list, all the information is down in the description. I'll see you in the next one.